Hello everyone. In today's Cenozoic profile remake that we're going to be doing is Gigantopithecus. It's an extinct genus of ape that lived in southern China from 2 million to approximately 300 to 200,000 years ago during the early to middle Pleistocene. Gigantopithecus blacki was named by anthropologist Ralph von Koenigswald. Sorry if I mispronounced the name. In 1935, based on two-third lower molar teeth, which he noted were of enormous size. The second was described as measuring 20 millimeters, 22 millimeters, 0.79 inches times 0.87 inches. The science-specific name Blackie is in honor of Canadian paleoanthropologist Davidson Black, who had studied human evolution in China and had died the previous year. Von Koenigswald, working for the Dutch East Indies Mineralogical Survey on Java, had found the teeth in a drugstore in Hong Kong, where they were being sold as dragon bones to be used in traditional Chinese medicine. By 1939, after purchasing more teeth, he determined they had originated somewhere in Guangdong or Guangxi. He could not formally describe the type specimen until 1952 to his internment by Japanese forces during World War II. The originally discovered teeth are part of the collection of the University of Utrecht. In 1955, a survey team that was led by Chinese paleontologist Pei Wenchang was tasked by the Chinese Institute of Vertebrate Paleontology and Paleoanthropology IVPP with finding the original Gigantopithecus locality. They collected 47 teeth among shipments of dragon bones in Guangdong and Guangxi in 1956. The team discovered the first in situ remains, a third molar and premolar, in a cave, subsequently named Gigantopithecus Cave, in New Sui Mountains, Guangxi, also in 1956. Liaocheng farmer Xiaohui Zhuangqi, sorry if I mispronounced the name, discovered more teeth and the first mandible on his field from 1957 to 1963. The IVPP survey team carried out excavation in this area and recovered 2 more mandibles and more than 1,000 teeth. Confirmed Gigantopithecus remains have been since found in 16 different sites across southern China. The the northernmost sites are Longgorupu and Longudong, just south of the Yangtze River, and southernmost on Hainan Island in South China Seas, an isolated canine from Vietnam, and a fourth premolar from Pai Bong in Thailand could possibly be assigned to Gigantopithecus, though there's these could also represent the extinct orangutan, Pongo randaraki, or known as Chinese orangutan. Two mandibular fragments, each preserving the last two molars from Simono in central Java, Indonesia, discovered in 2016, could represent Gigantopithecus. The oldest remains date to 2 million years ago from Baikong Cave, and the youngest 380,000 331,000 years ago. From High Cave in 2014, a fourth confirmed mandible was discovered in Yanling, central China, indicate that extensive rodent guying marks, teeth primarily accumulated in caves, likely due to porcupines actively. For those of you who don't know, porcupines eat and chew on bones to obtain nutrients necessary for quill growth, and can haul large bones into their underground dens and consume them entirely, except the hard amnal-capped crowns of teeth. This may explain why teeth are typically found in great quantity, and why remains other than teeth are so rare. Gigantopithecus is now classified as a subfamily of Pongae, closely aligned with Silvopithecus and Indopithecus. This will make its closest living relatives the orangutans. However, there are a few similar traits linking Gigantopithecus and orangutans due to fragmentary remains, with the main morphological agreement being its close affinities to Silvopithecus, which is better established as a Pongoi based on skull features. In 2017, Chinese paleoanthropologist Yingqi Zheng and American anthropologist Terry Harrison suggested that Gigantopithecus is most closely aligned to the Chinese Lufeng Pithecus, which went extinct 4 million years ago prior to Gigantopithecus. and for size are highly speculative because only tooth and jaw elements are known, and molar size and total body weight do not always correlate, such as in the case of postcanine megalodonta hominins. In 1946, it was hypothesized that Gigantopithecus was twice the size of male gorillas. In 1957, Pei estimated a total weight of about 3.7 meters, 12 feet. In 1970, Simons and American paleontologist Peter et al. Approximate a weight of almost 2.7 meters or 9 feet and weight of up to 270 kilograms, 600 pounds, which is about 40% heavier than the average male gorilla. In 1979, American anthropologist Alfred E. Johnson Jr. used the dimensions of gorillas to estimate a femur length of 54.4 centimeters, 1 feet 9 inches, and humerus length of 62.7 centimeters, 2 feet 1 inches, for Gigantopithecus, about 20 to 25% longer than those of gorillas. In 2017, Chinese paleoanthropologist Yang Qi Zheng and American anthropologist Terry Harrison suggested a body mass of 300 kilograms, 440, 660 pounds, through conceded that it is impossible to obtain a reliable body mass estimate without more complete remains. The average maximum length of upper canines for presumed males and females are 21.1 millimeters, 0.83 inches, and 15.4 millimeters, 0.61 inches, respectively, and mandible 3 presumed male is 40% larger than mandible 1 presumed female. These imply sexual dimorphism, with males being larger than females. Such a high degree of dimorphism is only surpassed by gorillas among modern apes in canine size, and is surpassed by none for mandibular disparity and diet. While they ate fruits and figs and bamboo, the high levels of sexual dimorphism could indicate relatively intense male-male competition. through considering the upper canines only projected slightly farther than the cheek teeth. Canine display was probably not very important in agonistic behavior, unlike modern non-human apes. Gigantopithecus remains are generally found in what were subtropical evergreen broadleaf forests in South China, except in Hainan, which featured a tropical rainforest, carbon and oxygen isotope analysis of early Pleistocene. Amino suggests Gigantopithecus inhabited dense, humid, closed canopy forest. In a QQ cave featured a mixed deciduous and evergreen forest dominated by birch, oak, and chicapen, as well as several low-lying herbs and ferns. It shares environment with other animals like gomphotherid, protoscidians, calcatheres, pigs, deer, and pandas, orangutans, macaques, rhinos, even bovids, and etc. And Gigantopithecus had few or no enemies when fully grown. However, the young, weak, and old individuals may have been vulnerable to predators like tiger and more rarely large saber-toothed cat, megatherion, python, crocodiles, Dinofelis, dole, hyena, bear, and Homo erectus. And what caused their extinction? Over the course of Pleistocene, the environment specialized Gigantopithecus showed signs of dietary changes based on dental morphologies in response to ecological pressures. Other hominids coexisted with it shows few major morphological changes in comparison. In the late Middle Pleistocene and early Middle Pleistocene, global trends indicate the strong glaciation cycles, colder and slash more wetter climates, increased seasonality, and decline in C4 plant abundance, intensified winter and summer monsoon strength is also cited to be another major environmental force in the Middle Pleistocene of China. There are evidence suggests that it contracted severely in range from the province of Guangxi in Guangzhou and Hainan to just Gongxin region by 420 to 330 million years ago. The population of giant ape dwindled further by 300 years ago as a response to its declining forest, resulting from grassland expanding. The extinction of Gigantopithecus is estimated to be between 200 and 295 100,000 to 215,000 years ago, in correlation with increased seasonally and major environmental turnovers. Savannas remained the dominant habitat of southeastern Asia until the late Pleistocene. The extinction of the specialized Gigantopithecus and survival of Chinese orangutan plus Homo in the Middle Pleistocene is thought to have been the result of the former having struggled to adapt to major environmental changes compared to the latter two. Chinese orangutan likely was more flexible in seasonal dietary habits, whereas Homo was a generalist and therefore was able to adapt to mixed habitats. Stemming from Middle Pleistocene environmental changes, some authors had suggested that Homo erectus was a possible factor in the extinction of Gigantopithecus. Human activity in southern China is known as early as 800,000 years ago, but does not become prevalent until after the extinction of Gigantopithecus. So, it is unclear if pressures such as competition over resources or overhunting were factors. In 2024, suggested that there were no evidence of any archaic hominin involvement in the early extinction of the Pleistocene of South China. If that was the case, we would have found a damaged butchered from the Gigantopithecus by humans or any other, no evidence. Some authors have suggested that Gigantopithecus may have survived into the early late Pleistocene, though the evidence for this is limited. And that's it for Gigantopithecus. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe, and see you later, guys.